All right, we're live, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. It's the Gogetter Family. We're coming at you tonight, just to discuss how you can go from rags to riches without any money, without needing good credit, or get your credit fixed at an accelerated rate. But we want to come talk to you guys and discuss. Really, we're having a seminar, Motiv8, November 4th through the 6th, where we're going to give you the 7 steps to becoming the bank in real estate investing. So we're going to give you a tool to get financial freedom. But most of all with this, we're going to be talking about mindset, especially that first day, because that's the main thing that that we have to have in order to be successful. So I got Ike Rayford on with me, candidate for city council from Sioux City, Iowa here. Then I got Coach Dub, Levi Epps, hashtag Mr. Financial Freedom. He's all the way in Vegas, guys. He's going to be flying out to come to the event. We got his ticket last week, so we're in there. So Ike, man, I want to start with you. You got a lot going on, man. You're busy. So
hey, right, man. You know it is, and that's the way we like it, right? The way we like to keep moving. I heard a quote once said that don't rust out, but wear out. And so, we about wearing out and not rusting out because we out here trying to get it and make it happen. So yeah, I'm out here hitting it. Like you said, got the city council thing coming on, so we really pushing for that. But at the end of the day, we trying to get this Motiv8 thing up there because just like with the city, man, I'm investing in people. I'm trying to get out there and work for the people. With Motiv8, we trying to invest in people and get them so where they can get what they want and get what they need out of this thing. So yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited.
I'm super excited, man. And that's what, you said something huge there. You said a few things really, but, investing in others, because with what we do, all of us, right? We're all entrepreneurs here. Ike is an entrepreneur in every form of the word. He's running for city council. He has a consulting company of his own. But what we do is we uplift others. We bring service to others, try to make others better. And then as a result of that, that has made our lives better. It has made our lives better. So I'm going to introduce Levi Epps. Let him introduce himself to you guys real quick, and then we're going to dive in. Levi, tell us about yourself, man.
Hey, what's going on? Happy to be here with you guys as usual. Always a pleasure to share the stage with my guy, Gene. We always out here trying to help make a difference in others. Happy to finally meet Ike in person via virtual, but it is what it is, right? We're gonna link up when we get in town. But I love what you're doing, brother, and it's always exciting to see brothers out here trying to make a difference and have an impact. And that's all I'm trying to do is the same thing: get people financially literate. It's one of the largest issues we face in the globe, not just our country, but around the globe. So we're trying to help people make a difference and impact their finances. Help them with their credit situation, show them a better way, and just show people, hey, if you get your finances in order, we also have ways that we can help you in business as well, and just leverage all types of tools and aspects to be able to make people have a difference financially for the rest of their life, bro. You know me.
Man, absolutely. And that's the thing now. The economy is changing. It's changing. Prices of things are going up. We can't count on other people or the government, to put money in our pockets. We can't, guys. And this is the thing. Ike said it. Don't rust out, be wore out, and that is what that means is, if we're sitting around not doing nothing, complaining or even dreaming about what we can do, what we want to do, but we're not taking action, we're going to rust out. We're gonna rust out. You're gonna be tired and beat up then too, So man, go out there, take action, and be wore out. Because I'm wore out, but I love it. It feels great.
Exactly. It's something you said there that I just really want people to really grasp and understand what we're saying here. We're not talking about something that we desire and want. We're talking about something that we're doing. We're talking about something that we've seen. We know where we come from. We're regular. Hey, we regular Joes. We whatever you want to call it. I mean, and at the end of the day, what we're trying to give and show people is that you don't have to be. I always go back to and I love this because I go back to when if it's about the money, when Gene we had lunch and we like, hey man, I want to show you this check, Gene. Like,
Yeah.
I want to show you this check. Hey, we looking at each other like, hey, that's what's up, you know. And so if people don't hear nothing else we say, guess what? We're telling you what we know for a fact. We ain't speaking from, well, it probably could be this. We're not guessing nothing. We sit up here telling you that, you know what, there's an opportunity here for you to take it to a whole nother level, man. And yeah, man, you know how I can go with
That's all good, man. That's what we're here. We're just chopping it up tonight, guys. We're just talking that, you know, for the viewers. We're just conversating. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments in the chat box, and we'll answer your questions too. But I wanted to say this. Yeah, we were comparing checks, man. We was like, you know, we were having lunch. I was like, man, I'm doing great. You know, I got this. I jumped out there, you know, and started a business for myself and confronted fear. Confronted fear, guys. That's what we got to do. Because, you know, in life, we don't regret the things that we may have tried at and failed. We regret the things that we didn't try. If you think about it, just think for a second. People that are watching, just think for a second. The things that you regret in life, is it the thing that you tripped and fell over? Or is it the thing that you wish you would have done? The thing you wish you would have tried. So we jumped out there and overcame that fear. And we had to overcome the fear of rejection, the fear of ridicule, the fear of failure, you know, the fear of being broke too. Now we're entrepreneurs, right? So we compared those checks, but then, and we're like, man, we're happy for each other. And Sidney Poitier said this in his book, man, is Measures of a Man. Just think about it like this: when you're out for a walk with a person, right? The people that we hang around, they affect us. And even if we don't know it. So just picture yourself as you're walking with a person just alongside the river. Well, one of you guys is keeping pace with the other. Somebody's setting the pace, right? And you don't even see that consciously. So this group of people that we hang around, if it's negative and they don't have goals and things like that, that's what we're going to end up doing. But if these people have goals, they're pushing us, they're giving us constructive criticism, we're going to keep pace with that. We're going to keep pace with that because we unconsciously do it, man. And that's what we're spreading here, you know?
You know, I heard somebody say, and I can't remember specifically how it went. It said that you're like and I can't remember if it was like 3 people or 5 people or 6, but it's like you're like, you know, if you look around the 6 people, and I'm just gonna say the 6.
Yeah, that's yours.
If you look around and you look at the 6 people you are closest related to that you know are dealing with in and out, then that's what you most like. And so, you know, you always said, Gene, you always say what? Iron sharpens iron. And so it's just, I mean, to be in the midst of what I see here, you know, brothers who are out here trying to make things happen and do things. And you know, my man Levi was talking about, you know, the financial, you know, the credit aspect. So many of our people right now are just, you know, I mean, bombarded with credit. You know, they trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I do that? You know, I mean, just the fact that they don't even realize that home ownership is a step, you know, in that direction versus, you know, not, you know, it's just one of those things. And I think people, you know, you got to take advantage when someone's trying to give you some, folks, take advantage of it, right?
Absolutely. And that's the thing, Levi, when people come to you, right, and they finally, you know, took that step, what do you notice, I guess, first about their situations? Because you deal with credit repair, credit coaching. What happens initially?
Yo, man, it's crazy. So a lot of people think that credit is just like this number that just it's one that can't change. They think they're stuck in a situation, or that, you know, they don't fully understand that, hey, you know, you got a collection item on your report. Well, you think it's stuck on there for 7 to 10 years. Well, that's not necessarily true. That's just the misnomer we're told over and over, or we think that after 7 years, something could drop off your credit. I've met people that have had stuff on their credit for 11 years. I've met other people, and I always use this example. I tell them, listen, just because it's on your credit doesn't mean it needs to be there. You know what I mean? So it's like, just because you get sued doesn't mean the other party won. They have to actually prove their case, right? So I'm just trying to educate people on that and just show them, listen, there's a better way out here, and things can make a difference for you. So
and that's the thing. That's what we're going to talk about, you know, at Motiv8, right? At Motiv8. So, guys, I want you to know, about a year and a half ago, I was mowing lawns, working at a landscaping company. I was mowing lawns, working at a landscaping company. We did snow removal. But I always had a vision of what I was going to do. So when we have a vision, we know where we're going. We know where we're going. Even if we want more, and we know we can do better and we can get more, but we don't have a goal, an objective, then we don't have a direction to follow. We don't know which way we're going. We're just moving around, just out of, lost, really. And the thing is, with regular, hardworking, everyday people, we think we got to have money to make money. You got to have this, you got to have this great credit, a bank that's going to lend you money to finance your business. But guys, one of the old presidents, filed bankruptcy a number of times, but came back from that. Came back from that, built that. Some people don't pay a lot for their taxes because their accountants, they say they find these loopholes and they feel that they are smart for doing this. So they're taking advantage with the knowledge that they know. So we're using the knowledge of the institutions and the industries that are in place now, the rules that they use. We're using those rules. We're using those same rules to move like they move, just like with the real estate. I go in and take over the existing debt.
Right.
So the existing mortgage on a property, when a person is distressed, they want to move. Maybe they got a new job and they got another house in another state, so they're carrying two mortgages right now, and they don't have a lot of equity or whatever it is, or they don't want to make the repairs. We can come in and take that debt over. We can buy that house that way. And I learned how to do that because I finally said, you know what? There's people out here doing it. There's people out here doing it. I don't know the way, but somebody's doing it. So I'm going to take action. And, if I fail, that's all right. I learned a lesson. Yeah, I learned a lesson. But somebody's doing it. So I'm going to find out these rules. And now, guys, I have a purpose in life. I'm helping people. I'm helping people in rough situations. I'm reinstating these loans for the bank, and then I get paid very well on top of that for providing a service, bringing value. But I had to overcome my fears. Absolutely. And that's what it's about.
You said something, Earl Nightingale, who is I mean, we quote him a lot, but Earl Nightingale said people with goals succeed because they know where they're going. And that's the thing, is having that goal. What do you want? I mean, that's how it all starts. It's like, people, if you are interested in Motiv8, if you're looking at, growing, I mean, what do you want? I mean, it can be anything. Let's just start with, that dream. Let's start with the dream, because it's all about a dream. It's, hey, I want more money, or I want my own home. I want my own business, whatever it may be. So you start with that. Okay, it's a dream. Now it becomes real when you say, you know what? I'm going to take a pen, I'm going to take some paper, and I'm going to write it down. Now, I want my own home, or I want to be able to start my own business, and I want to be able to do it. And then we help you get that. We help you understand how you put that thing and make it a reality, so that you will accomplish it. Man, we are not in the place that we are because we kept dreaming.
Right.
And that's the key. We stopped dreaming and started saying, you know what, I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put it on paper, and I'm gonna make it happen. If you want a good credit score, if that's what you're about, hey, look, man, I want 800 or whatever. I don't even know what's a good credit score. Coach Levi, what's it?
Hey, listen, we're gonna get you over that 720 hump. That's gonna be
it is right there.
Yeah. And that's like, well, what we do in step 1 of the 7-step process is the wealth statement. All right, the wealth statement. And the wealth statement, it's Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And you put a certain amount, how much money you want to make. Mine was originally, and this was in 2011. I started this October 10th, 2014, was I want to have $1 million by 2025. And in return for that, I'm going to give the best possible service that I can provide to bring value to others. I will work as hard as I possibly can to achieve this goal. I will be judicious with my money and live on a budget. I will gain the specialized knowledge that I need to come up with a plan in order to achieve this goal. And I said it in real estate, but I didn't know what strategy in real estate. I will get the specialized knowledge that I need in real estate to come up with a plan to achieve my goals. And I would say this at night and in the morning when I woke up, that wealth statement, so I could feel it, man. And I have my students do that now. And when we read that, you feel it, you visualize yourself in there, shaking hands, closing that deal, because it fortifies you. It builds that resiliency. It makes you more resilient, because if you're not resilient, you're going to have people that, discourage you. I've talked to a few people, even from Sioux City, when it was $9.97 to come to Motiv8, and they were interested. Now it's $97 for people from Sioux City, and you get the meal on Thursday. We got a buffet, man. It's like beef tips and chicken something and macaroni and wild rice. Man, where's it? It's at the Courtyard now, so it's some good food.
Good food. Good food.
For sure. Yeah, I said that dude goes hard. But I had a couple ladies, I had spoken with them, and that, man, they were, single mothers. They wanted more. They were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. They knew that they could get better. They were tired of the monotony of work, going to work every day and being unappreciated. But when we don't jump out there and take that step, those doubts creep in, because your heart tells you, I can do this. That's what your heart says. Your heart says, I can do this. But then your mind creeps in and says, well, but how? How do I do this?
Right.
And yeah, that's where it all starts to unravel, unless you have that undefeated mind.
Man, it reminds me of this quote that it's a commencement speech by Denzel, where he's like, you can have dreams, but dreams without action are just dreams. And it's all about that, man. I love that you wrote out what you wanted and how you wanted to be in real estate. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the universe, when you align with your purpose, the universe will get everything out of your way. And that's so true, because my goal has always been, I said, I want to make $1 million a year. I want to add value to others. I don't know. I don't care how I do it. I just want to add value to others. I didn't expect my circumstances to roll out to be credit repair was the vehicle. So sometimes we have to realize that it's not necessarily, it doesn't matter what the vehicle is, but you're going to find a way to get to where you're trying to be. And as long as you consistently focus on whatever it is that you're going to get, you'll get there, man, no matter what. Because I tried a ton. I tried a ton of different things, man. I was a mortgage broker. That's what I really wanted to do, right? And the problem was, everybody that I couldn't help, I was getting turned down, and I didn't understand credit at the time, so I couldn't help them. I ended up getting into IT, thinking, oh, the tech sector, this is great. I can help others. But it was not that adding value the way I wanted to. So I tried a ton of businesses. I did health because I'm a big health nut. I tried a mechanic shop because I help people fix their vehicles and show them a better way, and then I got into just a ton of different things. I'm vegan, so we tried to do cooking, have a food truck.
Yeah, I remember.
But something led me back to being able to get people into homes, which was my original thing. I was adding value to people with. But now I'm just doing it in a different capacity. And I'm teaching people even more. Before I was earning a great income, just getting people into homes. But now I'm giving people the security to be able to get into homes or do whatever it is they want and leverage their credit for a better future tomorrow. So that's even more powerful now, going through the actions of getting to what my original goal was to get there. And I mean, Gene, what you're doing now, man, this is powerful. What we're going to have at the Motiv8 Summit, showing people how to get into properties and become the bank. Like, you coming through with everything that you teach on, getting people ready for the mindset, man. There's so much value that people got to understand. Sometimes you gotta drop a few dollars and invest in yourself. To make that difference, man. And
that's what it is.
What we're providing for in value definitely is going to outweigh that little bit of money you're going to be missing for what we got coming.
Absolutely. You said some Judy Suter. I don't even know who Judy Suter is, but she said you must first make an investment before you can expect a return. Investment always precedes return. Always.
Yes, always. Yeah, you gotta think, what are you gonna give? What are you gonna give? And that's with that wealth statement. That's what Napoleon Hill says in his book. What are you going to give? right? You can't be a taker or just think that somebody is going to just give it to you. What really it kind of hurts my heart, man, because I don't need $97, for the Motiv8 Summit for local people. Man, I'm over here cashing $30,000 checks, $20,000 checks. So it's not about that, it really isn't. It's about when we provide service to others, we are compensated in proportion to the value that we bring. But what really kind of hurts my heart is that people have reached out to me. A lot of people, man, ask me if I'll mentor them, give them my time, pour into them, give them the game that I bled for, that I sweated for, man, that I cried for, that I worried at night when I didn't have money to pay these bills that were coming up. That I did all that for, to build this system, and now to be successful, they want me to give it to them, and some people I was like, yeah, come on, but now that I sent them a little message, yeah, you can come get all the game for $97, come network people, get in a community. I haven't heard from them, man, and it doesn't hurt my feelings in that they don't want to give me the $97. It hurts my heart that they say that they want this so bad, they want to change their life, but then they just will not take the action to do it. And I don't know what it is that's holding them back.
And you know what? The thing about that is that, and I love that price point of $97, because here's the thing. There's got to be a value benefit. And what I have come to understand and what I do, people ask me all the time, hey, I want help with this, help with that. And so you help them. But if they don't have anything tied into it, guess what? It's just another thing that they can go and grab or whatever. And so, they don't understand that value is huge. Now, what I've come to realize is that when you give somebody something, they just take it and do whatever they want to do with it. And then, and waste your time and waste their time. And then, and it's just not, it. But I wanted to jump back on something, because you guys were talking about, you had that goal of $1 million. Now, here's the crazy thing about that. I had the same goal, but mine was 6.3 million. I was like, I want 6.3 million by 2025. And here's the crazy thing. So I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she's one of the psychic people, whatever. And so I was like, hey, she was doing free reads. That's what she was doing. She was on there hustling, doing the thing. Hey, you want to make a donation? And I'm like, hey, I want to hear what you got to say. So she was saying, she said, you know what? Don't be afraid, get out your own way or whatever. So she said, you got to manifest it, whatever you want to do. So I'm sitting up there, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. And check it out. I'm on the Forbes list, right? I'm looking at all of the richest people in each state. They got one person for each state. So I'm tripping, right? Because I'm like, man. And it was a trip to me, because when I looked in California, even though Bill Gates was in California, but Jeff Bezos was in California. So guess what? The richest man, at the time is not the richest man in the state. And, and I was like, whoa. So then I said, wow. So, I'm looking at each state, and I look at Iowa, and I'm like, oh, it's a dude who's the Stein. You'll see Stein Seeds. He over in Des Moines or whatever. So I'm looking, I'm like, Adel is where he's from. So I said, man. So then I started looking at the list, and to get on the richest list, like the top 300 or 100 or 5, I can't remember what the number was. The least was 6.2 million. I said, you know what? I got to get on the list. So I wrote it 100 times, man. I will have 6.2 million by 2025. I even put March of 2025. I mean, I wrote it 100 times.
Mine was August.
And then she said, all right. She said, now release it. Just release it into the atmosphere. So what you said, Levi, put it out there. Put it in the atmosphere. So guess what? 2025, brothers.
And
you got me readjusting my alignment now.
We got to speed that thing up. Let's go. We about to get there. And that's the thing. Now, see, I planned on being a real estate investor. I didn't plan on being on the screen with y'all. Right. This wasn't a plan. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we have our plans, but then there's God's plans, and those are the plans that it always happens on God's plans, always. And we have to realize this, that thinking doesn't beat fear. Okay. So what I mean by that is, I was talking to a person here in Sioux City, and they were fine. They was like, well, I just want to make sure I'm not afraid of hearing no. And I just want to make sure it's a strategic move and something I don't regret. And then that's what I just thought of that. Like, thinking isn't gonna beat that.
Right.
Only action will beat that, guys. Only action. And I'll say this. I mean, ever since my journey started, I had people prior to this when I was mowing lawns, you know, coming home all sweaty, man, people driving by, you know, honking. And, you know, I'm knowing I'm better than mowing lawns. But you know what? I was not embarrassed when I was out there on Hamilton Boulevard, the busiest boulevard in the city, where people could be like, man, Gene Boykin, did you see Gene Boykin? He's out there mowing lawns. I wasn't embarrassed. I was not embarrassed at all. But I had people telling me, you know, oh yeah, you know, you need to do this and do that and take care of your business and do good. But when I started to take off or even spoke about my plans, you know, there was a discouragement. And then when I started to make movement, man, I've lost a lot of people along the way, a lot of people, but I have gained people along the way. And those that I gained are the ones that God meant for me to have in my life. And the ones that fell off, man, that is that energy that was eaten away at like a cancer on us. And this is for everyone. These people that you will lose, that are naysayers, that are discouragers, and that when you tell them good news about your situation, and the energy gets different in the room. Those people, stop being afraid to lose them. Stop. And stop caring what they think and say, because guys, when I said to hell with it, I don't care what you say. You want to laugh at me, or you want to say, yo, what, you can't do that, or oh, you always got a business plan or something. All right, okay, I sure do. I'm gonna keep going. And then I got my first one in April. I own 5 houses now, guys. 5 that I own, and I get monthly. It is different when I get checks on the first of the month instead of giving a landlord a check. I mean, it is a different feeling. But I kept going. I took the lumps. I took the you know, man, the anxiety, you know, the fear of rejection. And I just said, man, I don't care. I got the people that love me and that love you, you know, that love you, Ike, and that love you, Levi. They are not going to give you anything that would hurt you, you know, and you wouldn't receive it that way either. And then when you tell them something that is constructive because you want something better for them, they're not going to receive it in a way like, oh, Levi, what are you talking about? Oh, you just trying to stand on me, or you trying to stun on me? They're not going to receive it that way. They're going to know that it comes from a place of love. So guys, when your circle gets smaller, that's when it gets better. That's when it gets better.
That's absolutely true, man. There's this thing that says, you know, hey, if you share your success and your friends see it as competition, those really aren't your friends. Those are the ones that you really want to look out for, because the ones that want to cheer you on, cheer on your success, are the same ones that are going to reciprocate the same for themselves, because the energy in the room is completely different. When you start to get around people that are on the same frequency, that want the same thing, whether you guys are working in the same business or not, but when you guys share in the success and the happiness of just seeing one of you guys do well, all of a sudden the whole group starts to do well, because everybody's in support and in agreement with one another, and it totally changes how life happens for each other. So it's a phenomenal feeling. And there's this I have an attachment thing with me, because I'm just real big on attachment. And when I had people falling away, it was almost like a 1,000 cuts to yourself. You know, you feel like you're losing people, but you take flight when you get rid of the weight of that negativity. And man, how you can start to change your life when you have that happen. So Ike, I'm gonna have you chime in, but I just want to say real quick, for those people that just came on, this is Ike Rayford, running for city council out of Sioux City. We got Coach Dub, hashtag Mr. Financial Freedom, out of Vegas, and I'm Gene Boykin. We're talking about Motiv8. We're having that November 4th through the 6th, but we're just having a conversation between some guys that are regular everyday people, made it through the struggle. Now we're making something of ourselves, have made something to ourselves, and we're trying to give that back to y'all. You know, so thanks for joining us, y'all. Hit that like button and share as well. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say, you know, everything is so true and right on. You know, And I'm seeing that even right now as we speak with, as I, so many people talk about and gas you up, with, hey, you should do this. When I threw my name in the hat for city council, some of the people who I just knew, I was like, man, they're going to be there. They're going to be supporting me. They're going to be pushing me up, and man, they literally have I'm like, man, where did they go?
Right.
And it's just like simple things. And so, and I always tell Gene, I appreciate him so much because the one thing, man, I know Gene busy. I know but he's like, hey, you need hey, and I remember when I had to turn in the signatures, man. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go do this. And Gene was like, hey, just wait. I'm on my way. I'm gonna get there. Because he was like, hey, let's record this and put this out here. So we have it. And Gene is running. He moving around. We all know, but he took that little time and he didn't have to. But I got people who said they've been supportive and been in my corner for years. And guess what? Guess what they doing? They ain't even letting me put a yard sign in the yard.
Ooh.
Hey, right. And so, man, I'll see some things, but you know what? At the end of the day, like you said, man, we can't even worry about it because I like what you just said, Coach. You said, hey, you know what? I'm elevating. So man, come on.
That dead weight.
That dead weight is coming off of me. So, man, that enlightened me right now because it's like, oh, that's what it is.
Right. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that pain, that pain that we, have opened our hearts up to, we needed to feel that pain. We did. We got a question, guys, from a viewer. Instant financial gratification will not produce long-term results. To achieve overall goals, what are words of encouragement that each can provide those watching this evening? So instant financial gratification won't produce long-term results to achieve overall goals. So, it ain't going to happen tomorrow morning,
right?
Is what they're saying. So what are words of encouragement? All right, go ahead.
You know what? I think it comes with this first and foremost, like I said at the beginning, what do you want? If it's that you want to have a certain amount of money in the bank, you know what? Write it down. This is what I want. Make it realistic. So here's the thing, and I'm going to answer that. But, when we set goals, we make mistakes in our goal setting. Some of the mistakes that we make, and this free of charge for y'all. You are, when you're setting goals, you need to make sure that they're realistic. So, if you say, hey, I want, this money and I want to have some money in the bank, guess what? It has to be realistic and a realistic time frame. You got to have a plan to make it happen. So you just can't say, well, I want, if you start with $1,000, I want $1,000 and you realize you say, man, I got this bill and this bill. You got to step back and say, okay, I got to plan this. I got to make this step. I got to have some self-discipline because I think Dave Ramsey said it best. He said, live today like one so you can live tomorrow like no one else. And then have an accountability partner. Somebody who's gonna, say, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna bust you down, but I'm gonna keep you, honest to yourself. And then, the last thing, because I teach this, is don't give up too easily. When you set that plan and you say, you know what, it's $84 a month in a year is $1,000. A little over $1,000. So $84. But here's the thing. You think of $84 as this big chunk of change. Okay, let's break it down. That's literally, if you get paid every 2 weeks, that's $42. $42 every 2 weeks. If you say, man, that's a lot, that's $21 a week. So if you figure out a way in that plan, how can I put aside $21? That's a $20 bill and a $1 bill. And you say, you know what, I'm going to put it away. Go give it to your accountability partner if you trust them. Where you can get it, but it can be done. Hey, I ain't gonna take it because I know y'all got some input.
No, you good. We got time, man. We on here tonight, man. It's Friday. I'm winding down. I've been going in, man, going hard. So go ahead, Levi. What you got, man?
Hey, I'm gonna give two examples, and then I'm gonna give how I feel about this. So the first one is no matter how the money comes, we all have a financial thermostat. So if you got the AC set at 72 and it gets to 75, it's going to adjust itself back down to 72. If it gets down to 69, it's going to readjust back up to 72. So no matter if that money comes fast or slow, eventually wherever you are with your aptitude financially, that's where your money is going to go. So if you're built if you're built to have only $100,000, you might get 150 one year, but expect the next year you're only going to get 50 because it's going to all adjust itself out. That's the first piece, right? The second thing is you have to, when you set that goal, you have to know no matter what you're going to reach it, because I always like to use Colonel Sanders. He set a goal for himself. He didn't reach it till he was 65 years old. 65. He went through tons of businesses that he tried. But when he hit 65, that's when he finally made his goal happen for himself. So you have to understand that out of those two examples, I just want to say this. Look, you're going to go through the test. You know, there's no growth without pain. And so your test becomes your testimony.
Yes,
and that's how you get there. So as long as you keep your mind focused on what it is that you want, no matter how long it takes, if you just stay focused and you continue to grow yourself, you're going to get there no matter what.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. For real.
But that's real talk, guys. That is real talk. And the thing about it is we got to believe that, you know, like you got to know that when you know it, when we know it, it will happen. I had said this a few years ago too, and this is exactly how it worked out too. I had told somebody, they said, what was it? Like, what opportunities am I hoping for or something? And I said, really, the opportunities don't matter, because I'm gonna make opportunity bend to my will. I'm gonna make it bend to my will. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I'm going to work hard, man. I'm going to get up early, whatever it is. I'm going to make it bend to my will, because I know that I can do that. I know that I can do that. So the words of encouragement would be this. When you have a vision, you have a dream, you want to get somewhere, you know, do something better. It's little battles at a time. It's little battles that win the war. All right. So you take that first step. You've got to take that first step. Then after that, it's just one foot in front of the next. And that's those little battles. So don't tell yourself, right? Like, so I'm getting a foreclosure that I just got this past Friday, and I'm not spending any money on it really. You know, I got to, you know, some filing paperwork, stuff like that, but not any real money for a house. And, so the main thing is to get the house, to acquire the house. Well, I've got these little battles that I got to fight. I just filed a delay of sale. You know, that's just a little battle. I'm not sitting there saying, oh my God, it goes up for auction November 16th. What if I don't do this? What if this happens or this doesn't go right? And then we're just paralyzed. So just win that little battle, right? So get over that first step. You know what? I want to do something different. The Motiv8 Summit's November 4th through the 6th. It's only $97. If I'm from this local area, you know what? Damn $97. If it ain't worth it, I know that I tried. I know that I went out there and I tried something to make my life better, because I don't like what I have going on right now, whatever it is. Even if I'm getting paid great, but I'm getting up, going to work for 10 hours a day for a boss that doesn't appreciate me, or whatever it is. So I know in my heart, and I can sleep good at night, because I tried something different. It's not that I sat there and said, you know, I want something different, and then that opportunity passes me by and I have a regret. So just get out there and give yourself a shot. You know, that's my words of encouragement. Give yourself that shot, and it usually turns out well, but you got to make it through that storm first. That's all. And what we're doing with Motiv8 is we are making that path a little bit straighter, because it's never a straight path to where you want to go. You know, when you have a goal, you're not just, and that's what people want. They want to go from A to B like that. And then, and if they see anything before they start that path, if they see anything, they are, they're like, oh, nope. All right. I better not do that. You know, or my friend over here said that probably wasn't a good idea. Now, so it's not a straight path. So I'm just not going to do it. And then all you do is, you know, sit back and you complain and you worry about, you know, the bills that you got coming up, and then you wish you would have, could have, whatever.
That's what it comes out. You wish you would have.
Right. So I love the Curvy Path. Because now I know these lessons. When it veers off right, next time that thing goes right, I'm gonna be able to whip the wheel really fast, because I just handled that last month, that type of situation. You know, so now I know how to do it, you know. So that's what I love. That's what I love about it. But Motiv8 is making that path a little bit easier, because we're giving you guys the 7 steps, right? I was forced to dive into the real estate full time because my boss didn't call me back after I kept his company afloat for him. And he wouldn't give me a fair opportunity. He didn't call me back thinking it would hurt me. So I was forced to dive in 100%. But once I dove in, because I have responsibilities, man, a new daughter, my family, bills, things like that. So there was a lot on the line if I didn't succeed. So was there fear? Absolutely. You better believe it. There was definitely fear, but I didn't have any other choice. And I was tired of making other people's dreams come true off of my labor, my intelligence, my abilities. So I kept pushing, and the universe saw that I was able to handle this. So it dropped that seed right on me one day, and a tear rolled down my cheek when I found it, but I knew what I was going to do with it. That's why that tear rolled down my cheek. And since then, man, 4 houses that I bought in 90 days and then did 5 transactions in 90 days, so from jumping out there,
that's straight. Tim Ferriss says, he asked a question in his 4-Hour Workweek book. He says, as you start to look at what you want to do in life and what you want to do and live differently, he says, what's the worst thing? He says, literally write it down. What's the worst thing that could happen? You take that leap. What's the worst thing that is if you spend $97, you come to Motiv8? What's the worst thing? Well, the worst thing that can happen is you turn your life completely around and you turn $97 into, $20,000.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing that can happen, and so man, that was huge for me, because I said, man, what's the worst, even if you decided today, I had a friend, I remember she used to do Amway, and I remember I used to tell her, I said, man, you doing your thing, because she was hustling. She'd be out there, she's doing her thing, and and I would support her, because I'd be like, hey, yeah, give me some vitamins, give me some soap, whatever, and just to kind of encourage her. And she, but she was always afraid to take that leap from her traditional job, and I always told her, I said, you know what? Until you take that leap, guess what? You're gonna be stuck. There's just right here, but you got to take that leap, because you out here doing it. And that's the thing. When, like Gene said, man, when the bills are due, you got to feed the babies. You got to do. Hey, you know what, man? I got to go. I got to make one more call.
Yeah,
I got to make one more. And you make that one more, and it's like, that was the one.
That was the one.
And so, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen, you turn this whole thing around, and now you ain't worrying about living paycheck to paycheck. Now you got a savings account. You can go out and you can drive. I always say, I drive a pretty new truck. It's 2020.
That thing nice.
Right. And I love it, man. When I walk out from doing my trainings, I walk out, I look at it, I say, you know what? That's what it's for, right there.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't bragging about it. I'm just
not happy. At all.
So that's it.
What you came from, as hard as you worked, man, the obstacles that you have overcome, you should be. I'm happy with my little, 2015 Ford Explorer, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna upgrade real quick, real quick. But the thing is too, everything that we want and dream about, the goals that we have, it's on the other side of fear. And Jack Canfield said that, and that is true. Just sit back and think about like these things that we're saying. Everything that we want in life, it's on the other side of fear. But with this isn't some seminar where we're going to be in there and just be cheering loud and patting each other on the back and saying you can do it. No, we're giving you the tools, the exact tools. And guys, when I post these checks, I don't ride around on rims with a loud stereo system and wear a bunch of jewelry and stuff like that. I'm posting these checks to show y'all that you can do it. This can be done, because I'm out here doing it. And I'm going to give you guys the 7 steps. And I've brought these specialists in that have thankfully joined the Gogetter family that are specialists in these steps. They're specialists in step 3, negotiating, value-based negotiating. Because people always ask me, what do I say to these people? What can I say to these people to get them to let me take over their mortgage and get the deed to the house in my name? So that's a thing. And Ike's going to help you with getting out of your own way. But then also he goes on a high level, on a corporate level, teaching people how to communicate, conflict resolution, Ike is a TEDx speaker, y'all. I mean, so he has done things. So he's going to give you these same tools that work for him. Then we've got step 4, which is our exit strategies. How do we make our money and scale? Well, I'm here to let y'all know that Coach Levi is one of the best credit repair restoration coaches in the country. Guys, he's in Vegas. He's flying in from Vegas. So he's going to teach you how to build your business credit in 3 months. Get business credit in 3 months. And guys, I just started my LLC in January, and I was trying to get business credit because my money was running out. Man, they kept saying 2 years, and they're going to check my personal credit. And this, I'm like, what? Man, I don't got 2 years. I might not be around in 2 years. That's what I was saying at the time because I needed the credit, So,
right.
Coach Dub's going to give it to you. Get there in 3 months, along with a lot of other stuff too, the blind business trust. So the 7 steps, you're getting your contracts, and you're getting a personalized guidebook, the Gogetter Family 7 Steps to Becoming the Bank. It has the contracts in there. It's got the documents that coaches do, scripts, worksheets, everything that you need in a chronological order. You're going to take that with you. The 7 steps to becoming the bank. So it can be done, but it's just on the other side of fear.
Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about, is on getting on the other side of fear. When I was able to see, you got put in a position where you were forced into it.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I set myself up to fire my boss. I was on the other side. So I'll put myself in position, right? But here's the thing. I still had anxiety the day I turned in my resignation. I still had anxiety because you're cutting off the security blanket. But that's when you soar, man. If you ever look at a glider, when you watch somebody start to glide, what happens first? They jump off the cliff and they start to fall. They got to catch that air.
Got to catch it and then,
right? And that's all it is, man. We just got to be able to take that leap and make the difference. And what's nice about this is we're the glider. You need those mentors. We're going to give you the actionable steps to compress time. We're going to tell you everything that we've done that was wrong. Right. So you can diverge that when it comes up to you. And you can be able to take this thing off and go as far and as fast as you want to with a little bit of action and a little bit of investment into your future. That's it. And just think too now, it's a community, guys. We always talk about people encouraging us or discouraging us. Well, the people that are going to be at Motiv8, you're going to know these people for life. I got people coming in, man, Georgia, South Carolina, California, Washington. But we're communicating now, via satellite. You know what I mean? So you guys, we're going to have these relationships with people that build us up. This is the Gogetter family, y'all. The Gogetter family. And we have qualifications to be a member of the Gogetter family. It ain't just because you have money. You can be a member. Now, if you want to buy the guidebook and study it independently, spend your money, cool. You can do that. But if you want to be a member of the Gogetter family where we pour into you, we take, energy and out of our energy and pour it into you, invest it in you.
Right.
The one of them is, you got to have integrity. You got to be honest, trustworthy. You got to be honest with others and honest with yourself. You got to be willing to take action, not let fear hold you back. But the second thing is, if you got to be coachable. So you might not have all of those things, but we can help you get there. Ike is about to be certified. So the DIS assessment, look it up, guys. It's huge, right? So we'll help you get there if you're coachable. But the third thing, and most important, you've got to have a desire to help others.
Yeah,
that's me. If you covet money, the Gogetter family isn't right for you. It just isn't. But you have a desire to help others, and based off that service that you bring, the results of that are beneficial for you and your family. So this is going to be a group of people that you will know for life, right? And for the $97, if you're local, you're getting a t-shirt, Gogetter Family t-shirt with the hustle on there. Yeah, that's how we do, You're getting the t-shirt, you're getting the guidebook, and then you're also getting that networking dinner Thursday night after we go in on top of all the instructions. Right. So we want to give it to y'all, man. We do. So all right, man, I know it's getting a little late, man. What you got anything in closing for the people?
Absolutely. So I'm going to close with this because I know we've talked about goals, we've talked about success and achievement. And so I'm going to give you some things that I really want, because here's the thing, the odds, a person's odds of success improves when they give less things more attention. We kind of teach that. And so everybody, should ask these questions regularly so that they can help their focus. As we get closer to Motiv8, these are some questions that I want you to ask yourself, for you who are listening. Number one, what have I done this week to get me closer to my goal? That's number one. What have you done? And here's the thing: if you want to get closer to your goal, sign up for Motiv8. If you want to get closer to your goal, this is the time right now. We have made it affordable so that you can get just that closer. Number two, what is it that I need to do over the next few days? The next few days, what to prepare myself? Start thinking, start changing my mindset so that I can start preparing for the success. Number three, is what I'm doing, is it getting me closer to my goal, or is it pulling me away? So that's the thing. Everything that you do going forward from this moment on, is it getting you closer? Now, if you don't have the tools, we're going to give you the tools. So all you got to do is sign up, and then show up, and we're going to give you those tools so that we can get you closer. Number four, is this the most valuable use of my time that will give me the biggest return on investment? So whatever you're doing right now, is it the most valuable use of your time? Because remember, what do you want? We want to get you there, but you got to want to get it. And then the last thing I want you to ask yourself is, what I'm spending my time on productive, or is it a distraction? And I'm going to leave you with that. And that's where I'm going to leave it with.
Value right there.
The rest of it come to Motiv8, and I'm going to give you the rest of it.
What? I'll tell you right now, man, if you ask yourself them 5 questions every day when you wake up, you're going to be all right. Just them 5 questions right there. You ask yourself that. This is what we bringing now, and this is a 3-day deep dive, y'all. Do you want to change your damn life?
Do you want to change your life?
Do you want to change, man? Because I hear so much complaining. The world is a negative place right now, man. It just is. We got to live in reality. So if you are one of those people that want different, and you say you want different, stop talking about it, and damn it, be about it. Because them 5 questions that Ike just gave you, that'll change your damn life right there. If you ask yourself those questions every day, I'm telling you, when you wake up in the morning. Levi, what you got for him, brother?
Hey, listen. Well, there's a whole lot of value here, man. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because, look, this has been a great session, and I appreciate being able to even sit here with you brothers and be able to do what we've been doing. So all I got is, listen. There's 2 choices in life. That's what it boils down to. You got roadblocks, and you got building blocks. Let's go build it.
Yeah. I think that might have been Ike's first time hearing that. Look at me.
Let me write my note down.
Levi go hard in the paint, man. I'm telling you now, y'all. See, that's the thing now. Y'all have seen these checks. I'm telling you, in 70 days, I cashed $62,185 worth of checks in real estate. That's just one stream of income. That is not to brag. That is to show y'all that this works. So I gave you those five questions to ask yourself to mentally. Ike is that's what he does professionally, man. This is what he does at a high level. We're not playing no games out here. So he did that mentally. So these are the 7 steps that you're going to get the framework for the Go-Getter Family's 7 steps to becoming the bank, because we cover it all. So the first step is it's a new reality. All right. It's a shift in mindset and awareness. So I just showed you now the mindset now. Ike's in step 1 and step 3. So that shift in mindset and awareness. And then the awareness is the new reality is going from traditional real estate investing to where I live, the non-traditional. Traditional, you're filling out applications. You're showing your W-2s, debt to income ratios, proof of funds. You got to have a realtor, inspector, bank, all that. No, man, what? I ain't do. Come over to where I live, to my reality. I don't do none of that. I don't fill out applications, no W-2s. I become the bank, the Go-Getter Family Bank, and I get checks every month now. That $62,000, that was just a chunky one. Now I get passive income too. Step 2 is establishing your playing field, the power of the Go-Getter Family's contracts, y'all. The power of the contracts, because establishing your playing fields, you have to know the rules within which you can play a game, the strategy, even as an entrepreneur in any venture, you got to know the rules of that strategy. So we're going to give you that, all the contracts. Step 3 is people say, what do I say to these people? I don't know what to say. Well, step 3 is value-based negotiating, how to negotiate in a way that's authentic and effective. This is what we do. We use interrogatives, right? We use mirroring, tactical empathy, accusation audits, self-deprecating humor, upfront honesty, but we use this strategically. So it's we call it conversational negotiating. Step 4 is finding prospects. We're not just going to have you calling a realtor and say, do you got a house for sale? We don't do that, guys, because we buy problems. We don't buy houses. We buy problems. And so you're not getting on Zillow looking for sale by owners and calling them people. No, we don't do that. We go for no competition leads. Guys, in the past month, from September 17th to October, whatever past Friday was, October 15th, I think it was, I got 2 houses in Morningside, in God's country. That is an impossible market right now.
Yes.
You can't get a house for under market value or even at the asking price. It's over. And I got 2 in the last month for pennies on the dollar. In that neighborhood, beautiful. So that's step 4, finding them prospects, how to always have a house to buy. And it's no competition leads. Step 5 is building your buyer's list. How to always have somebody to buy your property. Always have somebody ready, so you're never using your money. Step 6 is building your team so that you can work on your business and not in it, right? Step 7, exit strategies, how to make that money and scale. Yes. Those are all, that's it right there, man. Y'all, we gonna give it to you now, and this is all on documents. You're gonna leave with this, all right? So we want to give y'all a game. We want y'all to have this same shot at financial freedom and feeling this feeling of freedom, of purpose, of joy, of happiness. But that doesn't mean that we don't work hard. That doesn't mean that we're not tired every day. That doesn't mean that we don't have obstacles and hardships. It just means that when we have these things and we run into these things, they're not setbacks, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, they leave with ice on their head. Obstacles leave with ice on their head after they come my way.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you, they leave with ice on their head, not me. I'm not going home sad and oh man, I wish I could have. Man, it's so hard. No, obstacles are saying, damn, I got to go pick somebody else. He ain't going for it.
He ain't going for it.
That's what we want to give y'all, man. And this is what you're gonna get.
You know, and I want to leave with this thought, because I love quotes. And Seth Godin, who's a great author, he write those quirky books. He said this. He said, and this is for all those people on the fence. You just don't know, but you want something. And here's the thing. He says you don't need more time. You just need to decide. That's it. You just got to decide. What do you want? That's it.
What do you want? Decisiveness. I'm gonna leave it at that. You don't need more time. That's what somebody said they need more. You don't need more time.
You just gotta decide. Gotta make a decision.
I love it. I love it. Fellas, man, it was
what is it? Do you want that 720 highest credit score? Do you want it?
Man,
do you want it? You answer it.
Right. Do you want to go to the bank and deposit $20,000 checks, $30,000 checks? I had never done it before. Man, It feels great.
It feels real good.
Feels great, man. And everybody on the screen right now has done that in their own professional fields. So we're coming together, man. That's what I love it. I love it, man. Steel sharpening steel, man. The circle that we have, fellas, we can't do nothing but win. We can't do nothing but win because those 5 people, show me the 5 people that you spend most of your time with, and I will show you who you are. That was what you saw. I will show you who you are, Yeah, so guys, come be a member of the Gogetter family. Come be a member of the Gogetter family, y'all. We a family. We're going to uplift each other, man, give each other the way. So, fellas, I appreciate you spending some time tonight. We might hop on here. Thursday is the last day to register and pay because I've got to have certain information from you. Shirt size, what you want to eat on Thursday, and some other information. So, guys, Thursday is the last day to register and sign up. After that, Thursday, November 4th, it's going down in Sioux City. It's going down. All right. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
Y'all. Thanks for watching.